What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Pet Shop Boys. And indeed, big shout out to the Pet Shop Boys people out there, not only those who have followed my other reactions and gravitated here, big shout out to Izzy and Seb in particular, but also anyone who's found the channel since I started doing those reactions. I have noticed that they've generated some interaction, some interest, so obviously there's a lot of people out there ready and keen to talk about the Pet Shop Boys, so I'm excited by that. And I give an extra special shout out to Seb on this one. I reacted to the Suburbia tune from their debut album, Please, and a number of people pointed out that either they had never heard that version, they were like, wait, that's not the version of Suburbia I know, or they said, yeah, that's cool, but you should really hear the single version. So it seemed like almost unanimously people were suggesting the single version is notably better, and Seb, Johnny on the Spot, sent me not only that version of the tune, but the video mix of that version of the tune, which is apparently like the single version, but longer. It's like a little bit longer. So yeah, again, big shout out to Seb, and we're going to come right back and listen to the video mix of Suburbia, which I now understand, based on what people said, is in some way inspired by the film Suburbia, which I guess the guys really enjoyed. And when I did the first reaction, I was conflating it, confusing it with a movie called The Burbs by Tom Hanks. But I have actually seen the earlier film Suburbia as well, admittedly longer ago, so I don't really remember sort of the plot points or the major beats of that movie. But yeah, my understanding is that in some sense, you know, maybe not directly in terms of the narrative, but in terms of you know, some of the ideas that are at play. Apparently the movie did play a role in inspiring the song. So yeah, we're going to listen to, as I said, the video mix of Suburbia by Pet Shop Boys. And once more, shout out to Seb for making this available. Kind of tribal feel to the drums. Which is a nice twist for a tune named Suburbia.
Suburbia, where the souls watching to
The tone of these chords. Lots of suspense. Feels very cinematic here.
where the suburbs let you utopia.
Funny how your brain works, right? Like, having just heard this riff, when that came in, my brain's like, oh, I know this. Yeah, but
Street, where the dogs run, roaming suburban boys. Mother's got a hairdo to be done. She says they're too old for toys. Stood by the bus stop with a felt pen in the suburban hell.
like the way you said, felt
And
pen.
in the distance, a police car to break the suburban spell.
Break the suburban spell.
Let's take a ride with the dogs tonight in suburbia.
That keyboard riff is perfection.
You can ride with the dogs tonight in suburbia. Break a window by the town hall, listen
like balanced tone. It's like it gets very serious, but then this section feels very like light and soothing.
It's on the front page
But then again, it
of the
shifts.
papers. This is the hour of need. Where's the policeman
percussion,
when you need one to blame the color TV? Let's take a ride along with the dogs tonight in Suburbia. You can hide along with the dogs tonight in Suburbia, in Suburbia, in Suburbia. Run with the dogs tonight.
I hear you. I hear you, saxophone. String synth. Track like cools down and disassembles. Yeah, definitely a more impactful and vivacious version than the album version. Once again, shout out to Seb. I really enjoyed the sax. Again, I mentioned it before. Saxophone is basically like a cheat code, especially if it's like a well-written part or like really compellingly played solo. So yeah, shout out to the saxophone. And again, I was trying to characterize it. It's like his voice, like it's like trance-inducing. I was gonna call it hypnotic. That's not quite right. It's like it's because at first I was thinking it's like sort of sleepy or dreamy. I don't think either of those is right. Maybe dreamy is like closer than sleepy. But yeah, I find myself sort of like interested, like listening to the tone of his voice to the point where some like other elements start to like blur out a little bit. So yeah, it's like his voice sort of like puts me in this like steady state trance. But yeah, another really cool tune, and definitely, as I said, I think superior to the album version. So once again, I do absolutely understand why people were questioning about that version and wondering, if that's something that I've heard or that would be available. So yeah, big ups to Seb once again. Do let me know what you think of this version. As I said, as far as I know, this is very similar to the single mix, just a little bit longer. So yeah, if I'm remembering that wrong or if I read the email wrong, apologies to Seb. But yeah, definitely a cool tune. Do let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.